Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Happy Canada Day. Let me start from the top. Marvin GG's on first. Turtle. Hi and bye. Hope you have a great cleaning. Hi, Wimp. Hi, Deedus. Hi, Seaside. Hi, Chris. Hi, Kiwi. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. If you hear me munching, it's because I'm having a granola bar because I haven't had dinner yet. I cooked, but I haven't been able to eat it. Well, I only cooked halfway. Kiwi, when I tell you I did a fat lot of nothing, fucking did jack goddamn shit. As I deserve. As I deserve. It's something that's still good later. I just made pasta sauce for eventual pasta later. Well, let me lower Hosier a bit. As much as I love him, I gotta lower his loud ass because I get to be the only loud ass here today. Yay, exactly. I made a tomato sauce with tuna. As you deserve, Deedus. I hope everyone else is having a good Monday. Alright, should we just jump into this? Should we just jump into the game? Should we just start this? So this is essentially going to be Coffee Talk meets D&D. I kickstarted this way back in the day. So, secretly, somewhere, my name is in this, but you know. Hopefully I was smart enough to do my stream name and not my real life name. Ooh, that's louder than I expected that to be. Is that a good volume for everyone, or is that a little loud? Or how are we feeling about volumes to start with? Yeah, feels good. Anyone else? Anyone got any complaints? I'm gonna try and play this on mouse and keyboard, because it shouldn't be too, like, visually taxing for me. But if it becomes a little too much, I will switch to, controller. So the guest book and the wanted are all, like, perks from... in the wanted wall. These are all perks from a Kickstarter. People could get their characters as wanted. Which I think is really fun, because a lot of people did their characters. If I had spent more money than just getting the game code, I probably could have gotten the Muppet in there, but no one wants that. I think that's a very fun way to do a Kickstarter. Oh. What we or she heard.
Once upon a time in a world far, far away.
Shit, voiceover.
In a realm ruled by dragons and magic. Well, actually, it was this land specifically. Not that far away. Let me start over. Once upon a time, somewhere in Gaia, not that far away, there was a tavern. My tavern.
Oh, it's cute.
A place for anyone looking for an adventure or a quick refreshment. A place open to everybody. Even jackdaws, I suppose. But I'm not just your typical innkeeper.
No, you're right. I am special.
My drinks are infused with magic to aid ambitious adventurers on their quests. to make sure they always return victorious. Big shoes to fill, I know. Then again, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I'm glad I backed this. This is good. Okay, before we get too far in, everything. Oh, never mind, we're going straight in. Hiya, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Also, hi, Chris. I did say hi when I first started, but I guess hi again. And then, hi, Glitch. How are you doing today, Glitch? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yeah, yes, all fine and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster. Or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same Amaranthian Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. I didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I was gonna say, if you're allergic, that's a new kind of exciting. That's an exciting that maybe you don't want to be part of. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? Yes. It does. It's an adventure to the hospital. No. I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh. That's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Like me! I'm salty. I'm like a bland soup. So a classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Yeah, I do. Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Yeah. Tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement. Something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. Oh, I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. Fable, how do you survive in a day-to-day, how do you survive in your day-to-day life? But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not for the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I've never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out of there and see something. Like, for example... Listen to the song I started writing. Oh no, if I have to sing this, I don't know the tune. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. Okay, this is not terrible start though. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I would love to sing about something exciting, magical things I encounter. But, to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. There she is. There they are. My apologies. Elf, 110. They, them, ranger. Oh, ranger! Interesting. I would have assumed druid. Arcana. Interesting that they all have an arcana, the hanged man. Fable Verafina is a ranger taking care of the Ashen Grove. They are a sweet and gentle soul, and a regular at the Wayfarer's Inn. They dream of being an adventurer, but are troubled by severe anxiety about, well, everything, really. Their nut allergy probably doesn't help either. We have no rumors, quests, a log, okay, cool. Recipes. Ingredients, nice. Map! Okay, cool. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay. Maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Why can't we be a nymph and be with the nymph? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although, I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, we're gonna do the tutorial. Really? Yeah. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So this is what it looks like back here. Andu! Look at that cutie pie. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I can check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for more varied results, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk on the board to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles to the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink, for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. I will take a drink. Thank you, Camu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Oh, big stretch too, right at the start. Okie dokie. Self-care package received. How are you doing, Camu? Just try making a drink. You've got this. My journal. I need the Swift Strike, which is a little bit of shield, and mostly... Oh, then I can draw a recipe. No. Don't do that. This one I need. Thank you. Have a good night, DK. I hope you had a good day. Need one of these. Oh. Ooh. What a way to do this. Okay. Bingo. That looks about right. No, we could do one of brain. Ta-da! There we go. And serve. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. Hi, Junie. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Hi, Ren. I also missed you. Ren, 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 Ren. Cutie pie, cutie pie, cutie pie, cutie pie. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? You actually want to try? Well, yes. I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Oh! Hello? Who are you? Clearly a rogue. How can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Glitch is like, trustworthy. Who gives a shit about trustworthy? I want a hottie biscotti. Okay, so we need one of these. We need one of you. And we need... Is this charisma? Yeah, this is charisma. In we go! And spoken heart. Skadoosh, through the portal it goes. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. It does have little hearts inside! Almost. Rumor. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones. Hopefully a hyperbole. All right. The brooding type, I see. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? I also like that this one, the Swift one, it knocks the leaves up and they fall down again. Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds and the trees, we keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I can never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Give me 2 shakes of a second because I forgot to do something. I'm back. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if... It's wrong to leave, though. What if destiny was never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Oh, hello? Big wolf mommy lady. Okay, got it. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care, Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quests, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregarin. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart. The whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. The Vukakin Carolyn. Okay. Told me about a werewolf who was roaming around Tregarin. Potential threat to villagers. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Erove. You know, sometimes D&D names need to come with a fucking pronunciation guide. I think it's kind of like Tabaxi glitch, that it is a wolf person, but that cannot transform between one or the other. They're always an anthropomorphized wolf. Whereas, like, lycanthropy is usually considered a disease or an affliction. And results in the loss of humanity. At least during the times they are a werewolf. been wandering around if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. Ooh, so these ones go together. Interesting. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? Twilight? Is that a Twilight reference? Think so. Nah, just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Oh my god, it's Twilight! Oh, I was always team Edward. But that was, of course I was, gonna be team Edward. I'm a vampire fucker. Look. You guys should see the little beginnings of my vampire, my little vampire wall. I have a vampire gallery wall that I started. Actually, I'll go put a picture right now in the Discord. Because I think... Oh, hold on, I don't actually have a picture of it. Never mind. I thought I saved one earlier. I'll take another one later. I'll put a picture of it. Oh, so Junie's a furry. I see how it is. Actually, really quick, out of curiosity. I have to do this. I'm gonna give you guys, what? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? 2 minutes. Hi, Casey! You have 2 minutes to decide which team you are, and I'm gonna go grab a picture of my wall. If we're talking about Team Dad, I'm also Team Dad, because Charlie Swan was the only sensible character in that entire series. Also, hi Dad. Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm really curious to see how this goes. Wow! Wow! It's Team Vampire... It's a tie! Like in the last couple seconds it was a tie, because I was saying wow, because it was gonna be it was gonna go to Team Werewolf. Incredible. Incredible. And while you're all doing that vote, I did get the picture. And I've put it in the Discord. It's almost got a blue light filter, as if it was part of the Twilight series. Oh no, I actually have to pick. I mean, I'm going with what my heart says, which is Team Vampire. So you're into fangs, are you? Only the Asterian portrait gets called out? Do we not recognize what the other side is? I am a non-discriminate video game vampire lover. Lady Dimitrescu deserves as much respect as Astarion is, but yes, that Astarion print is very pretty. It's her with her kids. I got both of those at the anime convention I went to over Easter weekend. So it's Lady Dimitrescu and her 3 daughters, and they each have like the little symbol on their forehead. And then the smaller of the 2 golden frames is actually a print of a game called The Outer Wilds, which unfortunately I cannot play, but I've heard fantastic things of. I got that through Fangamer when I got my my Cornifer. Hold on. When I got my Cornifer plush, and we have dinner. Oh, I'm so excited to eat. And then the top one is actually a D&D map that I got through Reddit because someone was giving away prints. It's a little hard to eat dinner and do a voice acting game, so I'm gonna be taking shoveling bites in right now. But the D&D map like was free, and they were just like, send me your address and I'll just ship it to you because I gotta get rid of these prints. I made tuna sauce, like a tomato sauce with tuna in it, and then my mom made the pasta. We can name game if you want, but only if everyone's down to name game. I don't mind. I can do it if I need to. An innkeep never tells. You little rascal, I like you. Likewise. What about you? Vampires. Oh! Carolyn. Carolyn. Why? The wolves are too close to my kin, and yeah, I'd rather stay away from them. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunched back, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Every time I hear had it coming, all I can think of is the musical Chicago. Oh. That's so loud. I'm so sorry. Alright, let me go get the name. Does anyone here not know how the name game works? Speak now or forever hold your piss. Use command guess to add a guess. Try and find the correct name. The name of the day is Houston. Houston. As in Houston, we have a problem. Did we? It shouldn't do repeats, so. Let me go grab the sheet. Oh, Marvin's already got it. Maybe we did do this one already. We did do this one. Hold on. I'm ending guessing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We've already done this one. We've already done this one. Marvin, why is it breaking? Why is that? Warning is not done. Okay. Save that. Yeah, I took a hashtagged one. Let me pull that from my side, and I should be able to get this one running. Let me see here. What? I'll do it like this. Or not. Or not. Fine. There we go. New name. New name. Ariana. Like Ariana Grande. Ariana. I can't wait because I don't think you guys are going to get this one at all. I think this is going to stump all of you guys, and you think it will be just as bad as your guesses. Oh my god, Ren. Oh, Glitch, you might just get this based on a technicality, just on the fact that no one can get closer. Ren! Who hurt you? Who has done that to you? Ren, I know you have a normal ass name. What happened? What if... Are you okay? Actually, if it's cool with you guys, because we haven't gotten very far in the... Like, no one's been able to get very much guess the name, I might actually keep the game up for a little longer and see if anyone who comes in wants to give it a try. If we're all amenable to this, then I will keep the name game up. Gilfer has one more guess, I think. While I shovel pasta in my mouth. The name we're going for today is Ariana. You've gotten pretty close with both of your guesses. But the name of the day is Ariana. Never fall behind your grooming scheduler. Before you know it, you're the next wannabe Van Helsing. The next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. Alright, all your guesses are in, Gilfer. Good to know. Thanks, Carolyn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Ooh, guys, which one do we like better? Lynn, Carolyn, or Care? How did I know you guys were gonna 50-50 it again immediately? How did I know y'all were gonna 50-50 this shit on site? Aside from the fact that this is pretty par for the course with you guys. Oh, good. Oh, good lord, you guys. I'm going full name. Aight, Chief, you got a name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, before I venture on, you got a drink for me? Marvin! Marvin, you moved us past 69! Marvin, our sweet, sweet 69! Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. Chill, Carolyn. I'm assuming it's the Southern Brawler. Yeah. 3 with 1 charisma, 1 defense. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Well, that looks like the drink. Thank you, Andu. You can pet Andu, and his eyes go sparkly. Oh no! My heart's not gonna be able to handle that, is it? A drink with 0 water, as requested. The cup is brawling inside of itself. There is a fight happening inside that cup. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Yeah, this game just came out. It came out the same week as Blood did, but I knew I already had a game copy of this, so I knew I wanted to get Blood first. Unfortunately, we were doing Little Guardsman at the same time, so I couldn't throw this in the mix. But now that Little Guardsman is done, this is going to be our next Monday game for sure, for sure. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself? Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just gonna open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation. And I'm ending it. Hi, Chris! Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors for me, or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. I don't do groups, but sure. For more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. I'm good. I had the day off work today, and I am, we're chilling with a brand new game. And that too. We have our name game still running today because we're trying to extend our little name game a little longer. Chris, if you want to participate, by using the guess command, you type guess and then the proposed spelling of the name of the day, which today is Ariana. We're trying to go for the weird white people spelling. No, you actually have to spell the name first, Chris. So it'd be like, well, here, let me guess. Like that. Clearly that is not correct, because that is too normal. We're going for the weird, wacky white people spelling. The unique. Y-O-U-N-E-E-K. But only if you want to. The most accurate gets put on a list, and then the most cursed gets put into a poll, and eventually we'll be doing a March Madness of bad names. There you go, bud. So actually, right now, your guess is the most accurate, because you have 3 letters in the right place. The question marks mean that there are more letters that need to be in the name. It's a lot of curse to fit in a small area. Alright, let's look at this. Carolyn Petoniak. Volkakin. She's 36. She, her pronouns. Beastslayer class from Arove. Chaotic good. Oh, this is the Chariot. How much do you guys know about tarot? Would you guys actually like me to explain the Arcana stuff to you? Because I absolutely can. Oh, let me go get my book. I have two tarot decks that I don't get enough of. I honestly, Chris, it means that your guess was registered, and once you hit 3 guesses, you're done. You only get 3 guesses. I actually used to want to do a tarot redeem on here where I would pull cards for you guys and then do a little reading. Okay, so the first one was the Hanged Man, or was it the Fool? The Hanged Man and then the Chariot. So the Chariot usually symbolizes harnessing emotions or charging down straight and clear paths. So in its upright position, because I don't show myself on camera, it doesn't necessarily make sense to, because you don't actually get to see the cards that have been pulled or in what position they're in. You kind of just have to trust me. I could eventually get like a camera that points down like DeCapo has, but we are not at that point yet. Maybe another camera will be added to the throne. So upright, the Chariot, which is Carolyn's card, is a journey, perseverance, rushed decisions, vengeance, and victory. When it's upside down, which is the antithesis, it means a lack of direction, floundering, stagnation, and willfulness. And then the Hanged Man, which is Fable's card. Upright, it means suspension, restriction, sacrifice, readjustment, or improvement. And then reverse, so upside down, it means willfulness, useless sacrifice, rushing, thoughtlessness, and martyrdom. So it's very interesting to see that these characters have these related cards. I'm wondering how much it actually ties into their personalities. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Fine. I guess I got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. This is where I sort all the rumors I've this is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the best next step would be sorting the matching snippets onto your quest page. Just drag them over, make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select the quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Yeah, that's not got it. It's not hard. Thank you for your help, Carolyn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you two. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. And we write up a quest about a werewolf on detours. A reticent vuka, I don't know, passed by the wayfarers in reporting a werewolf making their way up to Tregarin from Erove. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save Tregarin from this werewolf mayhem? Signed by Innkeep. Look at Andu! There is not a thought between those eyes, truly. No thoughts. I have a sheep? I have sheep? Oh my god, is there an actual save mechanic in this? Shh! No one tell Turtle this thing has an actual save mechanic. Fable, you're gonna do a quest! What do you have there, Fable? What have you got? A knife! No! I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregarin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? Did the bird just shit? Did the bird just poop? One who knows their way around difficult terrain. Woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I'm good with the bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests, you live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you've got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did. Stop pooping in my tavern. That's rude. Oh, I missed the... And then I have to go on the quest, and I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf. Which is worse. What? Daniel, go back to your own stream. Hey, we'll have a sippy though. Thank you. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me? But it wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yeah? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. Oh, that's a mood. Oh, I'm also in ads. Whoopsies. I forgot that I was in ads. I forgot ads were a thing. I'm gonna actually take this time to do a quick break. I'll be right back. We're back. Also, Sniff. I don't know how long you're sticking around, but we do have a name game currently still active, and the name of the day is Ariana if you want to try and use that exclamation mark guess command plus a name to hazard some awful guesses. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Yeah, that's par for the course, actually. I'm not surprised that that's where it's going. Like a slime! A frozen slime! A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. Shit. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water, more slime, bones. I hope we get a slime customer. That'd be really fun. Sniff, that's terrible. I love it. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah! Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Rez! How are you? Oh, you're a sweetie pie. Hello, Arez. How are you doing? Also, I guess I should say this now because it'll be too late by the time I see you all on Thursday. But happy early 4th of July, friends. Very good today. I love very good for you. Very good is fantastic. Yuri Hannah! No! Sniff, I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. Thank you, Glitch. Thank you, Gilfer. Why is it? Hold on. Let's go fix that. Oh, because I don't have a thing for bits. Oh, but it's cheer. Where's why? Okay, never mind. It's just gonna be like that. I don't know why streamer. It's scuff stream. Fuck it. It's par for the course. Rez, if you want, we've still got an active name game going. If you want to use ! guess and try and guess the awful spelling for the name Ariana. Don't use your guess and then the spelling of the name. Marvin, that's not the wrong streamer. Why are you so anxious, Fable? Also not applicable here. In general, I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest, it seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic, Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. All guessed. Alright, should we start the voting since no one got any closer than Chris's? Shall we start the voting? Or do we want to wait even longer? But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Alright, then I will end the guessing there. And I will tell you that the spelling of Ariana is Arrhyuna. And I will put it in the poll just so that you can read that with your own two eyes. Why are you getting mad at me? That is just the way that this goes. I didn't name my parents that, like a child that. So we can't get mad at me. I don't think that I should be in trouble for this one. Just saying. All right. Poll is up. You've got a minute. If I show you where I get these names from, then you're going to see the proof, but unfortunately you'll also see the rest of the names. Marvin, can you go flag Ren, by the way? Because I know she's going to want to vote in this. She's got less than 30 seconds. never know. You never know. Ren might make it. Ren might make it. See? Ren's here. Not the name that I was expecting to win. But I think that's Casey's first win. That is Casey's first win. Look, I know my group. I know my friends. And they will show up when you need them to show up. Alrighty, good job on the name game today, all. We're gonna go back to the game full time. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? Yeah, it's a bad name. It's not a good name, but when you read it like that, you can see how it's Ariana. I don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthian Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Oh, there's so many options. What is the Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank Gaia word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? I just noticed that there is a spatula on on a prosthetic hand, and that's hilarious. An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregarin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous, so of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shining armor and armed to the teeth! I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never gotten lost in the woods before, but this time I did. I couldn't see very well. There was blood rushing in my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men? Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end... Huh. These two are connected, it looks like. They had to save me. They fought the creature and we finally found a way out when the dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still a laughingstock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove? Keeg Mangrove? Oh, look at that. Yet another rumor. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the Dream Plane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little bit in the oven. But I thought, since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthian Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things are as changing as Leviathan seas. All chimeras hate mice. All hydras love tea." Okay, over here. According to the Amaranthian Hydra, a chimera's hatred for mice is a universal truth. Maybe just rhymed with ice? Who knows? I thought to myself, wow, and the Amaranthian Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I think it just wanted tea. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out, that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea! Yeah! D&D puzzle through and through. You give it a big old quiz or a big old riddle, and it's the stupidest answer. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it had needed an antidote, it would have died. Would-haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Damn, we're a very philosophical barkeep. I suppose you have a point. Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out of the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass it by except for me. I'd get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had just been once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. You have a giant one in your head and you have not been anything but the most anxious you could possibly be. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible. This character, fun fact, they them pronouns. And we get to learn their pronouns through their little character bios. So Fable Verifina, 110 years old. And still this anxious. That sounds horrible, Fable. It was. No, you're good, Gilfer. I thought I'd just catch you on it really quickly because I'm like, we can actually, I can share this information. We actually get the actual, like, pronouns for once. I love their character design, though. It's very cute. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. There's nothing wrong with picking flowers. There is if they're the wrong flowers. Imagine if I'd offered them to the adventurers, or even worse, the Hydra. That would have been so embarrassing. I don't think gifting others flowers to make them a little happier is embarrassing. And it would have made for a good story to laugh about later. Together. I don't think they would have laughed about it with me. More at me. As someone who has been thoroughly embarrassing my entire life, I promise you, it is with you. Time plus... Tragedy plus time equals comedy. You just have to give it enough time to be funny, Fable. Maybe they would laugh with you if you choose not to run away. You seem to assign a cruel sense of humor to people that haven't actually shown you such a thing yet. Not everyone thinks about you the way you think about yourself. That would be nice. Innkeeper? Yes. You like spending time with me? Yes, Fable, I do. Really? Of course. Seeing your face in my tavern brightens even the cloudiest of days. Please never stop coming around. I won't. You make me feel a lot less alone. Thank you. That's because you're not alone. Not as long as my tavern and I are here. You better not go anywhere. Not planning on it. Anyhow. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me. But I seem to just get smaller. Except with zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find out then. Like, on a quest. For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? And the best thing you can do is try to help them. So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away really quick. That's the spirit. When first you don't succeed, run the fuck away. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero. Charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need a surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, you can choose to influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you already are aware that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Alright. Do we want to do this as if Fable's gonna fight and kill the werewolf, or we can do it that Fable's gonna talk to the werewolf? Because one of them is gonna be the Spoken Heart, and the other one's gonna be the Swift Strike. Personally, I am on Team Spoken Heart. I think that suits Fable's character more, but that is just a personal choice. No, not those, not that kind of werewolf. Not that kind of werewolf. We are not going on this adventure. We don't go with them. We are sending Fable to them. No. Okay, good point, Glitch. We haven't 100. Maybe Fable can date them. So we're saying a Spoken Heart? Is that what I'm hearing from the audience here? I'd be down for that. Okay. Spoken Heart it is. And then we're gonna do one. Nope, we're gonna do one of you. And one of you. Send it on through. Hi, Andu. Oh, I can't pet you when I've already sent a drink. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver. Farming. Wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregarin. Oh, there are a lot of farmers in Tregarin, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I need to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday, and how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... So? I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass that on to mortals like us? Exactly! I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Oh, of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory! Aw, I hope Fable will be alright. I wonder what path their fate took. It's interesting that the quests can then have two ways of going about it, which means I'm missing an entire part, like, divergence to the story. Which means I'm gonna have to play this again. Maybe a werewolf is the spice of life that Fable's been missing. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh, here we go. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. I guess we're making 2 spoken hearts today. Hi, Andu. Look at his little shiny eyes. I know how to make a spoken heart now. Off it goes. A spoken heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Well, this one I found on Kickstarter a long time ago, and I actually backed it, so I got the code for this right away. And then I actually have Valhalla, which is a bartending game that has been recommended to me by chat that I have to play still. But I like these kind of games. I like it because it means that the story... Sniff, looking forward to tomorrow! Oh, they suit me very well? Aw, shucks. I mean, I've been enjoying playing, like, Hades and Hollow Knight, like, more, like, I don't want to say traditional video games, but more bombastic video games, I think they're not as cozy. Um, what else were... Yes, Valhalla is actually on my list. Blood was also really fun. I really loved Blood. I'm a little sad it's over, but it was a lot of fun to play. I might actually turn that into a series of VODs on the channel, like on Twitch as a highlight. But I don't know. I've been kind of debating whether or not it would be worth it for me to try doing like YouTube stuff. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Hi, Seaside. Welcome back. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. And he's fucking gone. Charming. Nighttime or close up time? Nighttime. Look at these two. Oh my god. Oh my god. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Ah, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer differently? I can confidently say I'm all but empty. That's what they all say. Seems like they've given you some more dialogue options than most, but that don't convince me just yet. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Of course not. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there's actually a brain inside that skull. I'm sure there is. Have you checked? No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character. Sure. I must agree, you look much more delicious than they usually do. Rez, I don't actually know if there's any cat girls just yet. You're gonna have to sit around and find out. Thank you, though I should let you know I'm not on the menu. He's fully crying and blushing. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Oh, my cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fellow on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your names? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frédéric Duquet de Song. Song, in French, means blood. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? That was great, Fey Disarmament. He clocked me, he was like, that seems like a Fey question. Blood, or if you're out of it, I would settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. I'm assuming the red drink. This is the only one I've got. Southern Brawler. Yep, Southern Brawler it is. Hi, Andu. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Ray of Frost Grip. Ray of Frost Grip? Okay. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves of Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Frosted Lagoon. Thank you. Means 1, 2, 3. Come on, in we go. And yeet it through the portal, please. A taste of Ur just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see many things, but not a lie. It tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine, I guess you've earned it. I don't like that voice for her, but I'm just gonna use my regular voice for her, because fuck it, I can't think of one. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dolvamer, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business. I mean, actually, I kind of want to go southern. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we can go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Oh my god, look at the S's on there. Hell yeah. A quirky vampire is looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun? No, he's a real vampire. Yes. No. Oh! Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped my gold, I had to do something. So I took my shovel, and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me! And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold. Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough for me to go to Barovia. Barovia? Oh, Curse of Strahd reference, hello? And perhaps it could even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was the deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? So Rhea is a dwarf. She's 175. She, her, blacksmith from lawful neutral, arcana the world. The world. Please tell me I did not just embarrass myself. The JoJo's reference, and someone knows the world. So the world upright means completion, recognition, fulfillment, triumph, and celebration. And reversed, it means imperfection, disappointment, shortcuts, short-sightedness, and anxiety. I knew someone was gonna have the fool, and it's this fucking fool. So, Alphonse Louise Frédéric Duquette de Song, vampire, questionable age, he, him pronouns, vampire from Eridu? Where the fuck is that? It's not even on the map, so I don't think it's even like a place anymore. Chaotic neutral and the Fool. The Fool means beginnings, possibilities, impulsiveness, innocence, and a free spirit. But upside down can mean apathy, hesitation, a faulty choice, doldrums, or recklessness. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe if we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you? We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but we need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet held by Lord Strutt in Barovia. That is a female dwarf with a beard. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. My cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It gets quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting off your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampire Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations, are you still married? Okay. Ugh, of course not. I hate her, every inch of her body. Oh, big stretchies. Thank you, Glitch. Oh, Those were good stretchies. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats, here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape! What now? That little mean, vicious, beautiful beast, her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever step foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So where would a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco Champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. He probably is immortal, but he's still... just because you're immortal does not mean you want to see your ex-wife. But be wary, she bites. Actually, I'm curious, where do we think a witch's bosom looks like on our map here? I mean, I could see the Highlands being like Kataz. Vast tracts of land. It's just the plains, actually. She's flat-chested. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. Quests. Make quest, please. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another hail of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Lagoon time. Frosted Lagoon. Bye, Andu. Thank you. Oh, Twin Peaks reference as in the Hooters restaurant. Got it. Is Twin Peaks the one where they dress up like cowgirls? Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with the thought of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails ya. The whole walk here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh right, innkeeper. Do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of a chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? Oh, that is 3 and 3. I can make 2 quests. A beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to god Gaia. It likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. Rez, that's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna judge people for going, because, like, the power to you if you want to go, and, like, power to the girls who want to earn money that way. Like, work that body if you've got it. Goddamn. Also, it's a lot because I've been jamming to Pink Pony Club by Chapel Rowan that I'm like, strip clubs! Strip clubs are cool again! Because the song slaps in a way that makes me change my mind. Not change my mind. I've always been sex positive. But, like, kind of want to go to a girls' one just to see what it's like. I don't want to go to the one with the dudes. I want to go to the one with the girls. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. Yeah, but I don't have any friends to go with, Rez. None of my friends would go to a strip club with me. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? What are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay, forget it, I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem, I can make another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds. Especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeep, while we're waiting for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personnel than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Let me make my quests. Yeah. There we go. I want it in this order. Yeah. Honestly, they probably would have. But I don't know if Japan has, like, traditional strip clubs. More like hostess bars, and that shit's expensive. Deep in the quag mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasures to any alchemist, and its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. If there is any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva. Hey there, Evelyn! On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cloak of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of Witch's Wrath's Peak. Adventure to the peak and dare to retrieve the lost cape, but beware, she might be invisible. I like the little images that we draw with them. That's very cute. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have some access to fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. I wonder who's going to come in first. Look at that. So, innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Carolyn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them something of your dishwater, at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No, Elfie here was able to prevent that. Fable is adorable. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Good, I'm assuming? Elaborate, please? I was gonna kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember saying that you didn't want the quest, Carolyn. I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon. Of the quest, Fable. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregarin right around dusk. Hello, Plague Dog. You were about to get yeeted into ads, fair warning. But, hello. I hope you're having a good Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as one farm after another. I'm sorry. Do you want me to take a break? I can take a break, and that way you don't miss anything. It might be good for me to get up and walk around, too, so maybe a break is called for. And we're back. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally. Visually. A little. I mean, I reckon I could still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness and I am no owl. Thank God you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Carolyn is like, I actually think I'd rather not see that. Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Hey, Innkeep, way to be ominous as fuck. Oh, okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. You know? Do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Mana mana do 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 do. Hi, R. How was your weekend? How was Watch Dogs? Hi, and how was your weekend? Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Heck yeah, weekend was good. Love to see it. Thank you. It is Canada Day. I've done nothing. Heck yeah, good job on crashing all those cars. It is indeed Canada Day. I had the day off work. What did I do with it? Nothing that I don't normally do. Like a good functioning human. Yeah, God forbid I actually do things. Actually, that's not true. I did hang up a little gallery wall. A little vampire gallery wall that I put in my Discord. I've got two vampire prints. One of them is Astarion. One of them is Lady Dimitrescu and her daughters. And then I had an Outer Wilds print and a little D&D map. I've been buying a lot of frames and stuff for all of this, so it's nice to get them on walls at long last. But that's about as productive as I've been all day. Yeah, I'm planning on making like a really like gothic inspired gallery wall and putting up like I want to put up a mirror and I want to put up like a cool crucifix if I can, or at least a really intricate like gothic looking cross. About me? Ew. It is a lot like Coffee Talk are. It is really cute, but you can put quests together and send them on quests and then give them specific drinks to tell them the outcome of the like that'll influence the outcome of the quest. Which I think is really interesting that it has diverging narratives within a fairly linear story idea. So this is going to be really exciting for me. This is our first pair is just coming back. We sent out Fable to find a werewolf and defeat a werewolf, but we gave them a charisma drink instead of a fighting drink, and now they came back with the person who set out the quest, Carolyn, who may or may not have been at the scene of the crime, and also is Volkakin, who may be related to the werewolf in question. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help her calm down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can find the rest of the characters for you then. Because we've met Rhea Frostgrip as well. And Kyle, aka Alphonse Louise Frédéric Duquette de Song. Well, actually, Fable is they them pronouns. As much as my voice is not helping that. They just gave me a very Bryce they them lesbians, correct. Them's there some they them lesbians. But I like the inclusion of the pronouns. He wasn't that different. And yeah, my voice is not helping the casting of this feeling very female, but they just have such a bright, like, character design that the high voice feels correct. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or the not werewolf wolf, responded with a what? So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't expected that response. So I said again, please put down the sheep. And she asked why, and I said, well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice. And she asked who I was. No, I asked, who are you, a guard? I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. I get to choose the voices, and I don't have a lot of voices to choose from. And based on this, it seems like I'm going to have a lot of characters that I'm going to have to do voices for. So we're going to have to get real creative with some of these voices. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I had stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice, sharp teeth, giant claws, he looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Kaelin and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail. And those sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. Were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff my dragon used to wear. That old bitch. Hey, why can't I say that? Bitch! What the fuck? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Guess what, game? 18 plus stream. I'm saying what I want. Fuck. Ugh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him. Fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen the old man in years. Was hoping about it by joking. That was the only way I could talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry and distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless, until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop talking, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. Thank you? I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you can stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and
Carolyn and the miscommunication.
Feud.
The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course.
No, it ain't. And if we had known, we'd have helped him best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons.
He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Vukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common.
The sheep?
No, the stubbornness, and the unwillingness to ask for help.
Doggo. Wait, you have a doggo plague? I demand doggo tax? How dare you not mention you have doggo up until this point? Doggo tax? Kiwi! Oh right, you've already started this. Kara's great, isn't she?
But the sheep, too.
Yeah, but I want a pet tax. Animal tax. Please, Gib me in pet channel or in DMs. I don't give a Just Gib. Please? Pretty please?
But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them.
And you got them to do that. The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Feder and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a greatsword in his gut. Wonderful.
Of course, there's still the problem of the whole werewolf thing.
Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he can barely control himself.
We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs.
I do have a pet channel. I do have a pet channel. Don't lie to me. I got a pet channel. Hold on, hold the phone. Hold the friggity fraggity phone. I got it, Marvin. Ah, you look, no, see, guess what? I tagged you. That sounds like a bunch of horse shit. Now I can say it.
It's real. You're a crescent moose.
No, Plague, you don't have to do that. I sent you pic. I tag you. Okay, you just make new one. But aw, doggo. No, it's okay. Brain smooth, I get it.
We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised that they'd take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy.
That sounds great.
It is! It's a happy ending.
I wouldn't call it an ending, rather a beginning of something new.
So the end of an adventure is just the beginning of another one?
Exactly.
I like that.
So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? got offered to spend the day at the settlement, but they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Alfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something.
I had to report back about the quest.
I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves.
Ah!
Said something about it being for you in keep. Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
Well,
They wanted it to be a surprise. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Carolyn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Ah. 1, 1, Andy, my darling, can I pet you? Yeah, baby. Baby. Oh my god, that's so many cats, Plague Dog. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you?
do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe bring me some of my agility back? Like a swift strike, back to my senses. I've had a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events.
I'm a dog girl myself, but that's just because I'm a bitch. I'm joking. It is because I love doggos.
Quote 61, fuck the butterflies, at AliQT314.
Swift strike! Thank you, Andu! Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, this is perfect.
You look tired. Have you considered sleep? I love the drink animations. They're so good. They do look like they're gonna pass out at any second. So do you.
Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep?
I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie.
See you late. Oh. Tur.
Are you heading home, Fable?
Yeah, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly.
Maybe take a nap first.
Yeah, that too.
Did you enjoy your first quest?
I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming.
Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Fable is such a mood with the anxiety.
Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure.
I think this is just the beginning.
That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day?
That's a very tall order.
You're right. I'm not cut out for that.
I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end.
Right.
But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help.
Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be second.
We'll see.
Let's hope we won't. I like this world and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song.
Or a sad one.
Or both.
¿Por qué no los dos?
I'm gonna head home now.
Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you.
I can't wait. See you soon.
See you soon. We got through the day. This game is stupid cute. I've been meaning to start this because I Kickstarted backed it when it came out, like when the Kickstarter came out. And now I get to actually play it. Good evening to you too. Oh, he's taking a quest? Whomst do you think you are? This quest wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. Oh, I'm sorry, Plague. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Edgy McEdgelord over here just feels like a guy, like, there's a term in Japanese called chunibyo, where it's like kids who are like, they read manga and they're like, I am the Dark Lord's child, and I am the coolest kid ever, and like, the world is, like, does he not have chunibyo vibes? The world is failing and I, the son of Satan, am the only one who can fix it. Every 14-year-old's boy's wet dream in terms of his own personality, correct? Yes! I cover my right eye because if you look at it, you will die. Yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle. Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence! Me too! Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. Yes, exactly. My family was killed and I was adopted by the wolves. I am here to avenge my wolf parents who were killed by hunters on my 18th birthday. But she has. Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting, so she was only here at night. Yes. She is a vampire. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask. Sure, yes. Would guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood? You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. If anything tries to, it merges into her land in one way or another. Yeah, I know, right? We done did say she's a vampire, my guy. Why are we going through the fake noir, like the fake noir detective shtick? As a grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Or you're not worth the coins you pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences of being you? Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. Did she get it in the divorce, though? Did she get it in the divorce, though? It seems like Kyle is a little bit senile and would not even remember. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration. Like a chair. Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. It sounds like a wonderful addition to my wall, my vampire wall. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? Ooh. Ooh. I kind of want to hear if he can even make a joke, but I don't think he does. A joke? I'm not. I don't do jokes. Then I do drinks, I'm afraid. How do explorers hide their treasure? How? By dragging them to a safe location. Alright, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today. Was finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you could benefit from some fey crystals or a frozen pine cone. Okay, let me look at these. Frozen pine cone, it's hard to tell which ones are magical ingredients and which ones are just regular frozen pine cones. Either way, they seem to get the job done. Frost armor is the ultimate solution when it comes to protection against anything. Either physical or magical. A bit cold, but nothing a blanket can't fix. Ooh. I might give him the Fae. Oh, I love a dad joke. Please. I might go with the Fae Crystal and do like a non-combat. If I can do as little combat as I can. We have his background. He's an air echo. He's 25. He, they. Rogue. Background from Themis. Chaotic good. Chaotic good. How many tentacles does it take to make an octopus giggle? 10 tickles. Very good, Plague Dog. Do you want to hear my favorite joke of all time, Plague Dog? While I find the moon in my book. Plague Dog. No one else answered this because I know some of you fucks know the answer to this. No, Boot. I'm going for a while still. I'm good. I'm actually just looking in my tarot book to do the moon. But actually first, terrible joke. Oh, Boot, you went to date night. Nice. What'd you guys do? Alright, joke time. What is red and bad for your teeth? What is red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Seaside knows my humor very well. High five. Hey, heck yeah. That actually sounds like a great date night. Quality time is important, and it looks different for everyone. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They're too busy boning. They don't have the guts. Also very good. Also very good. Alright, so the moon normally symbolizes trickery, melancholy, anguish, illusion, insecurity, but when it's reversed or upside down, it means joy, enlightenment, resolution, deception revealed, and relief. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. The Fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. My foster kids had a favorite. What's brown and sticky? This is my friend's favorite. And it is a stick. There's tarot in this game. There is tarot in this game, Kiwi. All the characters have an arcana that is assigned to the character. And so I actually have one of my tarot books that I've been reading and like trying to make sure I'm giving you guys the... No, you're not dumb. You just didn't notice it, and that's fair. I've already played the demo, so that was new to me. Yeah, hit us, Rez. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible eventually, and for a bit, the duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think those will be very useful in your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear that Lady Evelyn may be of some undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Though that does sound appealing. Rez! Oh gosh, Rez, very good. Strength I can do. And some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. To out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose. So that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no joke, is it? Oh, I have to be careful how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so that I mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should try maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. No, wait, what? Come on, game. There we go. Oh, interesting. And then if I want to do a swift strike, draw this down. So really you only need... Shit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Immediately fucked up. There we go. That should be a swift strike, right? Why did a coffee file a police report? It got mugged. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath. Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, innkeep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Huh. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome, to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, I find garlic delicious. I'm a garlic girly. In fact, slather me up in garlic and call me a treat. No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and as quiet as the wind. Oh, I am such a girl. I was making pasta today, and my mom's like, oh, you can put like a couple of cloves in, and I'm like, couple? Make that 4. I probably could have done 6. Oh, roasted garlic, like garlic confit. I want to make garlic confit one day so that I can just slather that shit on bread and call it a day. And if she can't see me, goodbye, innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. This is absolutely an edgelord. His name is Zephyr. He is 25 years old. I think that makes him canonically the youngest character in the group. He's an air echo. We have no information about him other than that he is an edgelord. Oh, this is where Evelyn... Wait, where's the... Hold on. Where are the titties? They said that her castle would be near the titties. Are these the titties right here? The Witch's Titties Mountains? That has to be them, right? And this is where Until Sunrise is, and then Wolf on Detours. Oh, more information. We just got more information as you ask about him. Zephyr is a difficult character, to say the least. They're so caught up in their own fantasies of an edgy rogue that they seem to be stuck talking or brooding like one too. He likes all things dangerous and mysterious, or at least he pretends he does. Farewell. Or for a bitter end. Oh, hey, Carolyn. Oh, you're taking the other quest. I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Oh, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. It was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I will make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Make something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. Wait, which quest? Yeah, they want the brawn one, but which quest are they taking? They're doing the Chimera. And then if I use my infusions... Honestly, the frozen pinecone one might be of help. Actually, wait. Yeah, this is what I need. I'm probably gonna need the Southern Brawler again. Start with the pinecone. Then we add 2 of you. And 1 of you. Good night, Plague Dog. Have a lovely evening. And skadoosh. You know, I don't know how I would feel if someone just gave me a drink and there was a whole ass pine cone in it. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carolyn. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. Every drink need a little crunch. Honestly, the first time I had boba, though, speaking of drinks that you chew, the first time I ever had boba, I definitely just swallowed the boba whole, which was a terrible idea. I swallowed the pearl. I swallowed a pearl just straight up. I didn't chew it or nothing. I didn't know I was supposed to chew it because in my head I was like, oh, drink. So I drank. I was a child. I know, at least I didn't choke on it. Clearly what that throat do, Kiwi. I'm so sorry. Actually, no. Actually, no. No. Bad. Bad. Yeah, it's valid and fair. Valid and fair, Kiwi. I'm so sorry. I see it as my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It has been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating and I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. Could be by taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Does it bother you that it's for a vampire? No. Does it make you nervous? No. You did mention that you like fangs. Did I mention that I have a greatsword 3 times the size of your hand? I'm sure a vampire would find that impressive. We matchmaking over here? Kyle and Carolyn? That'd be what a mix that would be. That'd be like pairing Minthara and Astarion together. I don't know how I feel about that. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, it ain't kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian. Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Oh, Rex. Rex, you just missed joke hour. Guys, bring back the puns. We gotta do it all again for Rex. Rex, can I tell you my favorite joke of all time? But yeah, Sonata, me and you follow a lot of the same people. I've seen you in a lot of the same communities, so it's really lovely to see you. Okay, Rex. What is red and bad for your teeth? We do have a ton of overlap. It's really lovely to see you, Sonata. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. And also, what is red and bad for your teeth, Rex? A brick. Sonata, if you need to raid and run after stream, I know it can be pretty taxing. If any of your community need to raid and run, by all means, I totally understand. Thank you again for bringing your community in here. If not, please feel free to stick around. Tonight we are playing Tavern Talk. It is a visual sim style game where we help D&D style characters go on quests and create little potions and drinks for them before they go. Whoop. Whoop. No. That's just my favorite joke. That's just my favorite joke of all time. I don't think you understand. Absolutely. By all means. Raiders as well, if you need to raid and run. Again, totally fair. Thank you for coming in with the raid. We really love having you here. Don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created by the guardians to be guardians by the protector of the realms. So, stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you aren't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you! Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay. Nervous? Ain't that either. Then what is it? What is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I was gonna say, if you're a pharmacist, is this character kind of like exciting to you? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm like genuinely like curious. We had a furry in here tonight being like, this character design is great, and I was like, fuck yeah, good for you. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Don't laugh. He's a furry pharmacist. Hell yeah. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Oh. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. Hell yeah, Rex. I'm so sorry, Sonata. You guys are about to be yeeted into ads. If you'd like, I can take a break. And I can wait for you guys. If not, I will keep going, but I do need you to make a call sooner than later. You have turbo. Okay, you're not gonna get hit. Rex, last call.
Croissant.
Okay, that was not a call to go to break. That is a call to check your posture and have a sippy sippy. Good to know. Thank you for the care package, Marvin. Okay, then I'm gonna keep going. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about Guardians? It's less about the Guardian and more about what created it. And maybe a little about the Chimera, but it's got a dragon's head, right? Yes. Modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about dragons and chimeras with dragons' heads? They're cool. Oh my god, what a nerd! She's just like, they're cool! Dragons are cool, and that's the only reason. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me a nighttime story about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed that she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Pass it on to me before she... passed? Left. One day she was just gone. I think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. Oh my god! Hey, you know what? Sonata, whatever gets you into D&D, that's super fair. There is no right or wrong way to get into D&D as long as you are having fun. Truly and honest to God. I hope you enjoy that. We did a D&D stream, I want to say about a month ago now. No, maybe 2 weeks ago. No, start of June. We did a one shot with a bunch of the friends. Let me give them all really quick shout outs. That's not how you spell that. We did a little vampire-inspired D&D game, and it was very fun. And I'm hoping to do another for Halloween, which means I gotta get my ish together and start planning that now, actually. Gorko Gobgrum? Hell yeah. What a great name. What a fantastic name. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. It was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think. But never found a wyvern one in all of her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? I do. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Oh no, Rex. I'm sorry to hear that. I do D&D streams on here sometimes where I just pull other streamers and then I force them to play D&D with me for a one-shot. It's been great. I've done it twice. Loved it. It's a lot of work for me, but I've loved it. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Oh! Thank you for the follow, person. I don't tend to do, I do tend to make follows anonymous. But if you want to out yourself in chat, by all means. Besides, I'm a warrior. I don't do that magic bullshit. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. And I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. Fair point. If you say so. That's fantastic, Sonata. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Carolyn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help? It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard that they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be too hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a bit about how they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili could make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Okay, I think we're going on a non-fight path here. But the infusions are so good. Because if it was brain, it's this one. And I've never made this drink yet. I kind of want to do this one. Fine, I'll just do it properly. Well, that's going straight into Andu, my bad. Oh. That looks like a tequila, one of there's a specific type of tequila that has a bell on the top. Oh, Andu went full sparkly there. Oh my god. Figured it out. Thanks. Hope you seasoned it with some trickery. It does feel weird. Like my brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. It is not the same people who did Coffee Talk, but it is heavily inspired by it. This is a... Ooh, who made this game now that I'm looking at it? It is by a studio called Gentle Troll. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're from the UK or the EU? All right, and there goes the day. I think I might have time for one more. Like one more full day and we'll call it. Starlight Sonata? Well, 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 isn't this the perfect kind of mixing of worlds? How serendipitous. Who is this? Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy with this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? Wrong voice. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know? They do indeed. Anyway, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time?
Something for the wits again?
Something for the wits again?
You know me well. Too well, I guess.
That's the curse of being irregular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out.
I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today.
Am I now?
Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits.
Of course.
So what I'll need today is something to protect me from whether or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation.
That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. If we're going for protection, it's gonna be Frosted Lagoon. Oh, that's fun. I would not say that I'm good at voices, but I enjoy doing them. And for me, that's all that matters. Put the sign away so I can pet you. Dad, a good boy. That's a good Andu. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible.
This is exactly what I need for my trip.
Where are you heading anyways?
Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention.
Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. See, I don't do a lot of, I can't do a lot of different things with my voice, and I feel like part of that is because I was, from a very young age, classically trained to do opera, and so my voice is kind of very, set in one path, and so I've been trying to break it out pretty slowly and do all these fun little voices for fun. But I also don't want to damage my voice, because I can still sing opera if I really try.
The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine.
That sounds exciting.
It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about?
I want to say gnomes.
Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas.
They're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern.
If I run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you.
Now that we know what I'd be excited for, what about you?
The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of the year when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon.
That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too.
Bet! I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that.
Seems like you're well prepared either way.
Absolutely.
How are the birds doing apart from being in distress?
Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough.
With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I do and I don't. It's been a while since I've sung opera. I've been recently doing a little bit more singing and, Casey, don't you worry about it. You do what you gotta do. Also say hi to Dad and boyfriend again for me today. I know I've already said hi to Dad once. I've been doing a lot of singing recently, and, I haven't been warming up beforehand. Like an idiot. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention?
Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me, but I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite a walk to their treehouse.
I wonder if this is one of the Kickstarter characters.
And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you?
I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late for your convention.
Well then, so long and keep. See you soon.
Yeah, I do the same, but then I have to hit high notes, and then I'm a fool.
Good evening.
Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day?
I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera.
Oh, so you heard about that.
She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back.
I think so too. Well, so the thing is, Rex, with this was Kickstarted, and one of the Kickstarter like incentives was you could have a character made in the game, like have a small little cameo in it. So I'm wondering if that was a cameo character, or if that was a main character, because it didn't give me a personality chart for them. So I'm thinking it was a Kickstarter cameo. Did you have tea with the werewolves?
Of course, we had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings.
Which stars?
Both sets, they specialize on Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows about their reflections in the pool of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors echoes and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it.
This is just essentially talking about tarot, I feel like, because when you flip a card upside down, it has a different meaning.
Exciting, right?
Very.
That's what I thought. So
What is it, Fable?
I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves?
Yes, I recall.
A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you...
I like trinkets.
Oh!
What is it?
It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Oh, look at that! We have something on our wall!
It does look... I think it could also be a Big Dipper.
A Big Dipper?
The last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Oh, Sonata, no. Now I want chicken tendies. No.
Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called the Big Dipper in the night sky?
Game, I wonder. There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example.
A bear? Incape, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now.
Most likely. The Big Dipper.
Are you fond of the stars surrounding us?
I do like to watch them from time to time.
Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea?
Ooh. You know what, Dad? All I need is for you to be proud of me. You don't need to understand. Thank you for saying you're proud of me, Dad. I miss you. Oh, Aegis, you're gonna be so jealous because I have one of those for work. Primordial Sea.
Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it.
A mere coincidence.
You'll have to give me your birth data soon so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course.
It is. I'll write it all down for you.
That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you?
We'll see.
We will.
Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? Yeah, I have an L-shaped standing desk at work, and then I've got a really good chair. I think each one of the chairs at the office is like $1,500. It's insane.
I know, right? I know, right, Gilfer? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest.
Happy to hear that, Fable.
But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet. Especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need?
I'm already on it.
Thank you. One moment.
I'm assuming when they say agile, we're going for a swift strike. Yep. Unos, dos, tres. Yeah. Put that away, Andu. I need your
Pets.
here.
Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need.
I think you may also need a break, so stay a while before heading back.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay.
Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable.
Thank you.
Oh, we're gonna get character checking. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature.
Greetings, Mr. Vampire.
Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink?
I am, thank you.
Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by chance? It took me hours to find it. I didn't. Aha! I knew it. Your silly tricks won't work on me, mortal. Or, well, I'm not certain you are mortal, but you have silly tricks nonetheless. I instantly spotted the new alleyways that have formed themselves around your establishment. Perhaps I even got lost in them in their winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack, I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it into the menu yet? Not yet. Shame! Then I shall have some of that faux blood again. Please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. So we're going to make him the brawn drink because it's red and that's all he cares about. Unos. Dos. Tres. Un. Skadoosh. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Oh, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happy would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure.
Aw, Ren, thank you.
My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. Honestly, Ren, I'm just doing a fake Astarian for him because I can't think of anything else. Because look at this foppish looking man. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right, I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did! It was beautiful, colorful, full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester! Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. Uh-huh-huh-ho. A stranger has come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he asked something from me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape? Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me. He asked me about you. Me. Yes, he said he's an old friend of yours. Said he was curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course. So he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on that faux piece your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Give me 1 second, folks. The innkeep has an X, and we have 5 minutes, so we're gonna rush through this a little bit. No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets, like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She is the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how she'll change this month. or will change this month. I hope to be more capable and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal of change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. I think she still hates you. That is a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Neither do you. No, but I have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendships are all about? That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Oh, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. There's explosions happening in the background. That is not... Oh, there's... Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Are the stars supposed to fall out of the sky? Perfect. I'm actually gonna save this here. When I save now, picking up the pieces, perfect. We're gonna go to the main menu and we're gonna raid out. Where are we gonna go? I have Baldur's Gate 3. I've got Legend of Zelda. I've got It Takes Two. Fina is racing. But I did raid Fina last week, so I'm a little... I try not to do too much of the same person back to back. I never get to raid DeCapo, though, so I think I'm gonna raid DeCapo. Yeah, we're gonna go to BG3. The first is for subs. The second one is for follows. Thank you everyone for joining today. Thank you to R, to Sonata, and to Aegis for the raids. Thank you for trusting me with your communities. Thank you guys also for getting me to 350. That is incredibly kind of you. I will see you on Thursday for, I guess, a new game. I haven't figured out which one yet. Or we'll maybe do more of this. I don't know yet. But I hope everyone has a good night, a good week, and I will see you all soon. We're gonna call it. I'm gonna raid us out pretty early. Just because I don't want him. I don't want this bitch to have to raid out when I leave. So we're gonna go now. All right, bye guys. Have a good night.